I can't even remember what you were screaming at me about.
Which one
was it?
One of them was the one.
Oh, well, the one.
The one.
Up next, an exclusive first look at the Beverly Hills Estates and Branden Williams right now. Welcome to Real Talk. Tonight, our first guest is Mr. Branden Williams, the King of Truesdale. Branden, thank you so much.
Truesdale, maybe the city, but Sunset, we could start there. Real estate is king right here. I did this sign just to remind me how important real estate is.
Yeah.
And number one, what do you want to own? Okay, money is backed by nothing. Okay, nothing better than real estate.
What about cryptocurrency?
Real estate is real. That's why it has the real in it.
Well, speaking of cryptocurrency, you actually did big sales recently to crypto buyers. Why do you think crypto guys are putting their money, and girls are putting their money in real estate?
Well, I'm going to say it again. Real estate is real. So when you get that, that almighty dollar, what do you want to do? Put it into good real estate.
Yes. Where did you get real estate is king?
I was like making up a couple neon signs for the office. Obviously, a state of mind, which is our brand and our theme line for our lives. And then I thought, well, if this is going to be my office, I'm the owner of the company. I'm going to have to get a neon sign that has a statement. And real estate is king.
Yes.
Number one.
Yes. We're here at the Beverly Hills Estates, Branden and Rainey's new brokerage, which no one's been inside, and you can hear the buzz.
You hear how much fun people are having? That's what I wanted, I wanted a place that you come here, get together, a social club, kind of like Goodfellas. When you saw them in Goodfellas, and they had oh my God, the best movie of all time. And it was a social club where people are talking, and they're talking about work, lifestyle, where they're going to go to dinner, and where's the best place? Ground Zero on the Sunset Strip.
Sunset Boulevard. Well, I love the energy of the space, but also the design of the space is incredible. When you set out to make your own brokerage, what was the hardest part of creating the Beverly Hills Estates?
I think the hardest part was just doing it. Like being like, okay, I'm going to have to come out of pocket a lot of money, a lot of new salaries. But, I always like to do my own thing and kind of have my own avenue. And I just was like, and I got the space, and it was during COVID when I couldn't go into our offices. And I found this amazing space, and it inspired me. And I never knew it was going to look like this.
It's gorgeous.
I was like, the wall color, I'm like, what could be the wall color? And I'm like, oh my God, the color of money. Green to help inspire the agents.
Yes.
Then I have this amazing flamingo background to some paradise put us in paradise every day. Then I thought, what could be really cool for the offices? And I'm like, nobody's done cabanas, because I've done cabanas in backyards when I was developing houses, and it makes it look really cool.
Yeah.
So it just kept growing and growing and growing.
Okay, well then, real talk, what was the biggest fight that you had with Rainey about the Beverly Hills Estates?
So many passionate fights, so much passion.
That's a good word.
And when you have a Sicilian wife, there's going to be a lot of passion, a lot of fighting. But as long as I win, we're good.
What's coming up? What's next?
What's
for the Beverly
next?
Hills Estates?
I think it's just growing organically. I think it's just growing organically, and really just listen. Every new business has growing pains. Nothing is perfect. There's days where I wake up, I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing with my life? But, it's fun, and it's a process. And, if I didn't own my own firm, being a realtor and then becoming a bigger realtor and a top realtor, and then it's just the evolution of what I had to do to feed my soul and what we had to do, and also help inspire other agents. And that's really why we're here, is to help motivate, inspire, guide, share information, share techniques, share strategy.
Right.
I think the reason what made us so successful is because Rainey and I are always talking strategy. Now you have to understand, her family's from Sicily, so the mafia, and they're always talking strategy, pasta sauces, all sorts of different recipes. And I'm half Jewish, half Irish, Welsh. So I'm always, in my head, strategizing in my head. So when we come together, it's strategy, and we really bring that to all the other agents. And, you helped us launch this firm, and I'll never ever. You did an amazing job, and honestly, I love you so much. And I truly mean that. Like, you helped bring such awareness. You had such a vision for us.
We're only beginning, though.
And you know, it's a collaborative process. And truly, for me, working together with so many different people is a collaborative process. And the more I grow, the older I get, the more I try to just remember this is a collaborative process. We all have our own ideas. We all need to work together, especially in the line of work we do.
Well, I remember sitting you and Rainey down and saying to you, what will your legacy be? You have 2 beautiful children. You have all this momentum in your careers. What do you want your legacy to be?
You know, really, if I think about that, that's such a good. I want to be the guy that at my funeral where people are like, oh my God, he was such a great guy, such a fun guy. He'd go out of his way for you, and he was a true friend.
Well, and you're also a man of your word. I think you could die tomorrow, and people would say that.
I hope so.
I'm going to ask you 10 quick questions, and you say who at your new brokerage, the Beverly Hills Estates, is that person. Are you ready?
Yep.
60 seconds on the clock. Go. Who at the Beverly Hills Estates brushes their teeth in the shower?
Rainey.
Who at the Beverly Hills Estates Googles everyone before they go to meet them?
Greg.
Who gets hit on the most by people of the same sex?
My wife. Actually, me.
You.
Me,
Who in the room would you like to swap houses with? Nobody?
Nobody.
Who at the Beverly Hills Estates gets the most calls on a daily basis?
Myself.
Who at the Beverly Hills Estates wouldn't mind singing a song in front of the entire brokerage? Ooh, I'm gonna say
my wife. She's an amazing singer.
What?
Yes.
What? Who at the Beverly Hills Estates gives the most compliments?
I think Preston's very complimentary.
He is. And who in the Beverly Hills Estates would spend $300 on a T-shirt?
Tony Barsacchini.
Tony?
Yeah. He's very metrosexual.
Branden, you know I love you so much because you teach everyone around you and you just share your knowledge, and I've seen you grown so much into, like, from a top broker into a businessman to now like this insane brokerage owner, and I'm so proud of you.
I want to say one last thing because I was thinking about this, and I want to say this on tape. There was a couple times where I lost my cool with Alexander. Not at Alexander, but I was like, cussing, saying, Alex, you gotta help me. No, you gotta go to war for me. No, you do this. You gotta do this. Okay? And like I was thinking about this, and as I grow older and more mature, and birthday's next month. We were just talking about that. Actually, not next month. It's right here. It's coming, right? But I just want to apologize because I love you so much, and I know how hard you work. And I'm like, you know what? I handled that so wrong. It was so stupid. Like, I could have made my point. And like, you know, as working, I'm dead serious, and I mean this. And like, you've worked so hard for us. You've done so many amazing things. And I truly see that, and I want to apologize.
Branden, that's so touching.
It's been on my mind, but I'm dead serious.
I'm on your mind that you want to apologize to?
Yeah, of course.
That's so sweet. You are my tribe because we both want the same thing. We both want to leave a lasting impression and change the status quo of real estate.
Well, we're doing it. Thank you so much.
Boom. I love
Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching Real Talk. For more with Branden Williams, just follow at the Beverly Hills Estates and go to the BeverlyHillsEstates.com to see if you can be a member.